So in my final video of the day, guys, we're actually going to be covering the brand new Bravado Sprunk Buffalo, which is actually the car that Franklin drives, minus all the liveries. He just drives a standard car, but this is now finally available in GTA Online as a form of this nice racing car here, kind of this dew green by default. So we're going to be talking all about the customization for this car, how you guys can get it, how much it costs, and whether you guys should actually spend some money on picking this thing up. So, if you guys do end up enjoying the video, then be sure to go and drop a like down below, as it really would help me out as always. Now, let's go. So the brand new Bravado Buffalo Sprunk actually comes in a not too ridiculous of a price tag, which is actually free. Free for the returning players, that is. Now, I think a lot of you guys that are watching this channel have been around for a while, and you guys will have been with me since the 360 days or the PS3 days, in which case you can get this thing completely free on the next gen consoles or even PC. As it stands, if you are playing as a brand new player, I actually don't know the price of this because I got it free being a returning player. So I'm afraid I can't actually elaborate on the price of this if you only kind of bought this straight away on next gen. But I think the majority of players have been sticking around since the good old days back on the first gen of consoles for GTA 5 now. This thing is very fun. You may actually remember playing with this in the single player if you guys ended up playing through the story mode of this game. You get to do some stock car racing at one point. You get to race around some tracks, and you actually are able to win individually 4 different stock cars, 3 of which were added in the update just last week or 2 weeks ago or so. And now finally this has been added in on its own as well with the 2 other cars. I don't really know exactly why they kept this specific stock car for later. Nonetheless, it is very fun. I still really enjoy playing with this thing. I just don't really know why it was kept separate now. I ended up not changing the colours on this thing. I really like the default kind of livery to this as this funny kind of electric yellow and this lime green here. Merged with the white, I thought any other colour would just make it look a bit weird. So I ended up just sticking with this default colour here with a primary of white. I'm very happy with how it came out. As in single player, this thing does actually have quite a bit of customization as well. You have a bunch of front and rear bumpers, which I really liked and made a bit of a difference from the Vapid Contender that we showed off earlier in the day. I'm very happy with all of the options you had for this. Quite a few different exhausts at the back. You also have a choice of about 4 or 5 spoilers, so I ended up picking one of the higher ones to really just kind of stand out. I changed the rims, but I left them the same color, this lime green here. I changed the rims to really fit the car, and I ended up blacking out the windows to really make this contrast between the green, white, and yellow to this just completely smoked out pure black. So I'm very happy, really happy with how this came out actually. I was a bit surprised at the fact that they actually left in all of the customization from single player when they brought it into online. I'm very happy with this, and as a car, do I recommend you actually buy it? If you can get it free, for sure, obviously buy it. It's a very fun car to drive, and I just love driving this thing. I really enjoyed it in single player. This is one of my most driven cars in single player, or the just standard Franklin version of this, just because I really enjoyed just fully doing it up. It's an extremely fast car when you actually get it going around a track. So if you guys are also in a position of being able to pick this up for free, then do it, definitely. Of course, you do still have to pay for the customization upgrades. There's no changes there, but at least the main expense of the car is completely mitigated. So this thing is really fun to drive. If you can't get it free, I don't actually know. I'm afraid this time I don't actually know the price of this thing, so I have no real clue. To any of you guys who haven't played on the first gen consoles, please leave that in a comment down below. I'd love to actually be informed on what the price of this thing is for non-returning players. And that's pretty much it. So leave that answer down in the comment section below if you guys have any idea. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, as it really would help me out. As always, far more than you guys know. Subscribe for more videos just like this coming very soon, and definitely check out my channel the last 2 videos that I made today covering the new cars in this update. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.